sins beside. They call him Jesus. He came to love, heal and forgive. He lives and died to buy my pardon. An empty grave is there to prove my Savior lives. Because he lives, I can face tomorrow. Because he lives, all fear is gone. Because I know he holds the future, and life is worth the living just because he lives. How sweet to hold a newborn baby and feel the pride and joy he gives. But greater still, the calm assurance this child can face uncertain days because he lives. Because he lives, I can face tomorrow. Because he lives, all fear is gone. Because I know he holds the future, and life is worth the living just because he lives.
Can I hear another amen for that song? Yeah. You know, this song, Until Then, it gives us plenty of hope for what's in store for us. You know, until then, my heart will keep on singing. And I guess if we ponder on those words, we can praise God. So let's sing Until Then.
My heart can sing when I pause to remember a heartache here is but a stepping stone along the trail that's winding always upward. This troubled world is not my final hope. But until then, my heart will go on singing. Until then, when joy will carry on. Until the day my eyes behold the city. Until the day God calls me home. The things of earth will dim and lose their value if we recall they're borrowed for a while, and things There's a sweet, sweet spirit in this place, and I know that it's the Spirit of the Lord. There are sweet expressions on each face.
Brothers and sisters, happy Sabbath. A special shout out to any of our visitors that might be here this morning with us. We welcome you to Frankston Church and thank you for worshipping us with us on this special Sabbath day. As Natalie had mentioned earlier, nothing brings more joy to a family than the introduction of a new child to the world. New parents, grandparents, aunts and uncles, we're all filled with joy and excitement in welcoming the newest member of the family to the church. And I know that many of you are familiar with that emotion as well. She did mention again that my son Anthony gave birth to a child and his partner Mel, and all are doing well. But in that time of reflection, isn't it exciting to know that God is present in that miracle? And that's the only thing that we can call it. It's a miracle, isn't it? When we compare to other things, babies are miracles. So God has been good to us this past week. And talking about babies, Christmas Day is around the corner. It's a time of family and festivity. Yet we're mindful that we remember Jesus, who took on a form of man and who came into this world as a babe to redeem humanity. And that's a privilege that we should never take for granted. Such was love, and love is the only way to describe it. And to continue on the theme of love this morning, the Saluni family would like to honour God with song, and you will be treated to some music, some that you are familiar with, and some that are refreshingly new. So, all are lifting up the name of Jesus here at Frankston Church. So be prepared to open up your hearts, your minds, and your vocal cords as we glorify God with us this morning. Amen.
I'm just going to read a short poem for you that's called Today I Will Sing. Today I will sing. No matter what comes, the strings of my heart I'm still going to strum. If there be blue skies, I'll kick up my heels. If there be clouds, my joy they won't steal. Today I am singing, hallelujah and hooray. I'm not going to worry whatever comes my way. If there be a storm, I'll sing over its roar. If there be calm waters, I'll sing louder more. Lord, today I will sing. Nothing can stop me. I will sing your praises to show my love for thee. Psalm 57 verse 7 reads, My heart is fixed. O God, my heart is fixed. I will sing and give praise. Thank you.
Happy Sabbath, children. Thank you for coming up to listen to the children's story this morning. So this is, it's going to be short and sweet, but I'm going to show you a little experiment that you can use at home and show all your friends and your mum and dad as well, okay? So this morning's message, we are going to talk about forgiveness. Do we know what forgiveness is and what it means? Yes? No? Yes? Bible, okay. Yes, it is in the Bible. Yes. Be nice. Yes, that's right. And forgiveness comes from when we sin, don't we? So we do some naughty things sometimes in this world, but we always ask that one person to forgive us. And who's that person that we can always turn to? God. Beautiful. Well done. So I'm going to show you a little experiment about how powerful God can be. Okay, if we have him right in the center of our world and we light him up, how powerful he can be, and he can take away all of our sin. Okay, because sometimes we do things that are naughty and we think, I was mean to my friend yesterday at school. I wonder if she'll ever forgive me. Do you sometimes feel like that? Or maybe you didn't put the dishes away and mum's come and maybe clipped your ears a little bit, and then all of a sudden you go, I wonder if mum will ever forgive me. Okay, but there's one person that will always forgive you, which is God. Okay, so I'm going to show you a little something. So this candle here, right, this represents Jesus. Okay, and we're going to light Jesus. Don't use the fire at home. You ask mum or dad to do that. Okay. And this little 10-cent piece here, this represents us. Okay. And this plate here, this is the world. Okay. So just imagine a little tiny coin on a big, big plate. That's us in this world. Okay. And if we have Jesus as our center of our life, you'll see what will happen. So this here, hopefully this works. I haven't done it yet, guys. Okay, so this yucky water here, this is sin. Okay, we don't like sin, do we? So sometimes when we're in the world, sin will pour over us like that. And you can stand up if you want to see. Okay, and you'll see that sin has covered all of us. See, look at us. And this is Jesus here. But what happens is if Jesus says he's going to call us and he's going to cover us and he's going to look after us. So what will happen is we will cover. And now what's happening here is that all the sin, Jesus has taken all our sin. So look at that, see? So now we're free. See, where's all the sin gone? Jesus has got it. How good is that? Do you like that? Yes? It's a bit of science there. All right, so this is the message that I want. There was a picture up here, but this is the message that I want you guys to go home today, is no matter what we do in this world and you think you've done something wrong, always remember to turn to Jesus, okay? And he will forgive all your sins, and that's the reason why he died on the cross for us.
Sing to the Lord a new song, for he has done marvelous things. His right hand and his holy arm have worked salvation for him. The Lord has made his salvation known and revealed his righteousness to the nations. He has remembered his love and his faithfulness to Israel. All the ends of the earth have seen the salvation of our God. Shout for joy to the Lord. All the earth burst in jubilant song with music. Make music to the Lord with the harp and the sound of singing, with trumpets and the blast of the ram's horn. Shout for joy before the Lord the King. Let the sea resound and everything in it, the world and all who live in it. Okay, we've had the bread, now we've come to the meat part of our sandwich. And it's usually at this time that we have a sermon. But the name of the person that's on the preaching roster for today is me. And as most of you know, I'm definitely not a preacher. I can't do sermons, but I am a singer, and that's the gift that God has gifted me with. So today I think you've noticed that we've changed things up a bit. We've decided to do more singing today, and we're actually going to sing a sermon in song. As you know, with the Saluni family, they're a very musical family. It's cousins, it's brothers, they have a sister that sung. Many of you may have seen them at the youth tents and cats, and that was their gift. When my late father-in-law, Semisi, used to preach, he had the gift of ministry, but unfortunately none of us can preach, we can only sing. But when he used to preach, he would always have the boys come along, and Lottie too at that time, and sing, and they would enhance his sermon by singing a song that related to his sermon. And in my family, I come from a musical family as well. My father, Jack, was part of a singing quartet in New Zealand that actually travelled here to Australia quite a lot for the congresses, and went up to Avondale College in the late 70s and early 80s singing. And they were used by a lot of the preachers at that time to enhance their ministry. And so as I grew up, my sisters, I have two sisters and myself, we used to sing a lot in church as well. And actually, music plays a big part of Nora and I's relationship, because that's how we met. It was one day at church in Auburn in New South Wales, Sydney, and it was in the afternoon. We were having choir practice, and in walked this, I won't say handsome because he might get a little bit, I would just say easy on the eye young man who walked into our choir practice, and I was the soloist at that time, but suddenly all the other girls in the choir were trying to sing louder than me because they were all trying to get his attention. But I thank the Lord that my voice was the loudest. And I got the singer. So Nora and I have been singing together. We argue a lot during our practices, but we thank God that when it comes to the day, everything works out fine. And we are totally blessed now to be able to share this music ministry with our eldest daughter, Alana. The little ones are in training, so one day Nora and I are looking forward to joining you in the crowd and just watching the kids up here sing. But the thing about songs is they can talk to you the same way that a sermon can. It's the words. It's not the beat of the song. It's not who wrote the song. It is the words of the song. So anytime we're asked to sing a song, we always try and choose a song that has meaning behind it. And this first song we're going to sing to you is entitled My Help. And the lady that wrote this song, incidentally, her name is Jackie too, but I wish I wrote it, but it wasn't me. Jackie Grouchy from America. She wrote this song based on Psalms chapter 121. So just listen to these lyrics, and anytime you feel that you need God's help, I hope you remember this song and know that God is always there with you each step of the way.
Lift up mine eyes to the hills, from whence cometh my help. My help cometh from the Lord which made heaven and earth. He said, He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. The Lord which keepeth thee, He will not slumber nor sleep. For the Lord is thy keeper, the Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand, upon thy No, the sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night, for he shall preserve thy soul, even forevermore. My help, my help, my help, all of my help cometh from the I will lift up mine eyes to the hills, from whence cometh my help. My help cometh from the Lord which made heaven and earth. He said, he will not suffer thy foot to be moved. The Lord which keepeth thee, he will not slumber nor sleep. For the Lord is thy keeper, the Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand, upon thy right hand. No, the sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. He shall preserve thy soul, even forevermore. My help, my help, my help, all of my help cometh from the Lord. For the Lord is thy keeper, the Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand, upon thy right hand. Nor the sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. He shall preserve thy soul, even forevermore. My help, my help, my help, all of my help cometh from the Lord. My help, my
next song we're going to sing is a personal favourite of mine, and it's entitled I Am Not Ashamed of the Gospel. In the day and age that we live in now, it's not cool to be a Jesus lover, is it? It's not cool to stand up for what is right, for what we know that God said is right and is wrong. But God says to us, if you're not ashamed to proclaim my name to the world, I will not be ashamed to proclaim your name to my Father. There is a text that says, Romans 1-16, for I am not ashamed of the gospel, because it is the power of God that brings salvation to everyone who believes, first to the Jew, then to the Gentile. And I'd really like to encourage our congregation today. You may not sing, you may not preach, you may not come up the front, but in some small way, show others that you too are not ashamed of God's gospel.
We're an anchor for those who are hurting, a harbor for those who are lost. Sometimes it's not always easy bearing Calvary's cross. We've been ridiculed by those who don't know him, and mocked by those who don't believe. Still I love standing up for my Jesus, 'cause of all that he's done for me. That's why I am not ashamed of the gospel of Jesus Christ. No, I am not afraid to be counted, but I'm willing to give my ashamed of the gospel of Jesus Christ. For every moment his hand has held mercy, love that he showed in my life. A simple thanks just doesn't say how I'm feeling, 'cause I get tears in my eyes. So as for me, I'm gonna keep on believing in the one who's been so faithful to me. No, I'm not out to prove this whole world around me, 'cause I got my mind set on eternity. That's why I am not ashamed of the gospel of Jesus Christ. No, I am not afraid to be counted, but I'm willing to give my life of the gospel. No, I am not ashamed of the gospel. I've got too much behind me to let this world bind me to some. He's a name, but to me he's my everything. I am not ashamed of the gospel. No, I am not ashamed of the gospel, 'cause I've got too much behind me to let this world bind me to some. He's a name, but to me he's my everything. I am not ashamed of the gospel. No, I am not ashamed of the gospel. No, I am not ashamed of the gospel of Jesus Christ.
And the last song that we're going to perform for you before Walter Saluni comes forward and closes us with the final special item. And this song is entitled, If He Carried the Weight of the World. Sometimes life can get hard. There are highs and there are lows. When it's high, easy to get by, and we think we don't need God, we don't need Jesus. But it's in the lows. That's when God comes and says, don't fret, don't worry. I'm with you. Not only am I with you, I'm carrying you. So I want to say to you, doesn't matter what you're going through, if God can carry the weight of the world on his shoulders, I know he can do it for you and you and you. He's just waiting for you to say, God, I need you. Come hold me in your arms. If you know this song, you can sing along if it's an old heritage song. No problem too big, God cannot solve it. And there is no mountain too tall, he cannot move it. And there is no storm too dark, God cannot calm it. And there is no sorrow so deep, he cannot soothe it. If he carried the weight of the world upon his shoulders, I know my brother that he will carry you. And if he carried the weight of the world upon his shoulders, I know my sister that he will carry you. He said, come unto me, all ye that
no mountain too tall, he cannot move it. And there is no stone too dark, he cannot calm it. And there is no sorrow so deep that he cannot soothe it. For if he carry the weight of the world upon his shoulders, I know my brother that he will carry you. And if he carry the weight of the world upon his shoulders, I know my sister that he will carry you. If he carry the weight of the world upon his shoulders, I know my brother that he'll carry you. And if he carry the weight of the world upon his shoulders, I know my sister that he'll carry you. I know my brother that he will carry you. I know my sister that he will carry you.
And for our final item tonight, to add to our songs that are sermons, I'd like to invite my cousin Walter to come to the front. When I married into this family, I inherited heaps of brothers and heaps of boy cousins, because on my side of the family, it's mainly all girls. Now, Walter will not be a stranger to most of you. You've seen Walter as part of the Saluni Boys, sings a lot. Walter, by profession, is a music teacher. So he teaches music and he sings professionally too around Melbourne. So, Walter, we're looking forward to hearing this item that God has blessed you with.
Thank you, Jackie. Yeah, I've been brought up into a wonderful family of singing. I guess it started from when we had worship, right? When we were having worship, and we'll always sing. And then Noah would sing one part, and I'd sing one part, and then we'll swap over. So it's been a great development and great basis of singing within the family and within the heart as well. So I thank God for this great opportunity. It's great to hear that, when my cousin Junior was talking about, prayer requests, and we do it all the time. But one of the things which is really awesome is that we trust in God when we give our prayers to Him, which is really important. And so one of the things, hearing people's requests, it's such a powerful thing. So with this song that I'm about to sing, it's quite a dear song to my heart, because I've known only some people. One of my best mates that I've worked with for, I think, 14 years, he passed away from cancer. And he made spent some time with him, and he made a strange request. He said to me, "Walter," and I said, "Yeah, what's up, Kemmer?" He's like, "Can you do a favor for me?" And I said, "What's that?" He's like, "Can you sing at my funeral?" And I was like, taken back. It took me a long time, but I couldn't say no to one of my good mates, and a beautiful Christian man. And so I hope when I sing this song, it's such a good prayer for you and also for myself. Backing track to work. Okay, there you go. All on prayers. I pray you'll be our eyes and watch us where we go. when stars go out each night, in times when we don't know, let this be our prayer. When we lose our way, lead us to our place, guide us with your grace, give us faith so we'll be saved. La luce che tu hai, I pray we'll find your light. Now corded is stella and hold it in our hearts. Ricordaci che when stars go out each night, eterna stella sei. Nella mia preghiera, let this be our prayer. Quanta fede. Lead us to our place, guide us with your grace, give us faith so we'll be saved. Sogniamo un mondo senza più violenza, un mondo di giustizia, di speranza, un mondo suo vicino, simbolo di pace, di fraternità, la forza che ci dà. We ask that life be kind and our words just from above. We hope each soul will find another soul to love. Let this be our prayer. When we lose our way, lead us to our place, guide us with your grace, give us faith so we'll be saved. E la fede che hai acceso in noi, sento che ci stare
Father, you promised us that everything was going to be okay. You promised to be with us through tribulation and not hide us from tribulation, but you will be there every step of the way. And this morning we were privileged to listen to music that we can keep a song in our heart to guide us through even those tumultuous times. Thank you for that assurance, Lord, that everything is going to be okay. These things we ask. Amen.